hands together, down, take a deep breath. And we're not doing anything that we haven't ever done before. Have we sang our song before? No. Yes. Have we done Stronger, Clearer before? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm Leah Payson. I teach a 4th and 5th grade combination class at San Mateo Park. Because of the pandemic, I'm seeing a bigger gap between students' skill level and the standards. So we're really working on trying to close that gap by providing more opportunities for students to practice language and take more risks with their learning. All right, before we start our energy lesson today, we're gonna warm up with our Where Does Energy Come From song. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here's a flashlight with a strong high beam. What makes it shine so brightly? Here's the source of the energy. All you need is just a few batteries. So Stronger, Clearer allows students to take their own ideas and hear ideas from their peers and boost their thinking. I have used Stronger, Clearer as a strategy before, but what I realized is I was not getting the results that I wanted. I would teach a couple lessons in a unit and then try to just strategy out, but students were not producing the language I was looking for. So I realized I had to go back and add more language practice in. So today, we're gonna take everything that we've learned about energy and we're gonna combine it together to answer the question, what happens to energy when objects collide? Now, to answer that question, I'm going to need to use some really important words. What words do you think might help me to answer that question? Uriel? Energy. What else? Eduardo? Collision. We read books together, sang songs, made chants together, did a lot of wordplay. So they had that academic vocabulary in order to produce verbal, oral, and written responses to questions I'm asking them. Okay, so we're gonna do our strategy of Stronger, Clearer each time. So when we talk with a partner, we can grow our ideas. We can share our thinking, borrow ideas, build upon what we already know. Okay, so think about what you already know of what happens to objects when they collide. You're gonna do your quick write here, okay? We're gonna spend about 5 minutes getting our ideas down to answer the question, what happens to energy when objects collide? I would like you to use an example, okay? So tell me what happens, give me an example. They're trying on new vocabulary words, structuring their thoughts into more organized ways. All right, so now flip over to the other side where it says Stronger, Clearer each time. That top box where it says notes just 2 or 3 key words, you're gonna now think about what you wrote and what are some key words that you're gonna use when you tell someone what happens to energy when objects collide.
Motion or energy, like the ones we use on
Yeah, so what did you use here?
Motion and energy.
So I see energy,
And collide.
and transfer, yeah, so then motion. So you can write those words here to help you remember what to say.
Okay.
So Stronger, Clearer allows students to take their own ideas and hear ideas from their peers to make their thinking stronger. So now we're gonna work on meeting with our partners to make our thinking stronger and clearer. So we're looking to gather examples, evidence, vocabulary words from our partner, and we're thinking about how do they put those words together? That's how we make it clearer. Okay, so we make it stronger by the words and examples we use. We make it clearer by how we put the words together. So learning how to do Stronger, Clearer is actually a lot easier than you might think. We often have our students turn and talk to each other all throughout the day. So this strategy takes things we already do in our classroom and just puts a little more structure to it. Here in just a moment, you're gonna get up and meet with partner number 1. One person is going to tell verbally, they don't have to read from here, they're gonna think of what they wrote and tell their partner their ideas. The partner is gonna be actively listening, okay? Then after they hear that, the other partner tells what they think and what they heard. This activity increases students' oral output. Each time they hear new ideas, they're able to now have more vocabulary and structure to their thinking to then share with a partner.
When objects collide, they both transfer both of the energy, and they both bounce off. When I hit a ball with a bat, it makes sound, gravity, and motion. Sound, gravity, and motion.
Listening is part of ELD standards as well as Common Core standards. This activity gives them an opportunity to authentically listen to their peers so they have a purpose for their conversations.
So when an object collides with another object, the energy transfers to the object by sound, and like when cars collide, there's a huge crash, and I can also hear it. Okay. When objects collide, they both transfer both of the energy, and they both bounce off. When I hit a ball with a bat, it makes sound, gravity, and motion.
I believe that students come to the table with more than we realize they have to offer. Allowing a student to use their home language and learn how that works along with the English language, we could see a lot of growth in our students. We gotta talk to 3 people. We gotta hear their ideas to make ours grow stronger and clearer. Now is your time to take everything you know, everything you learned, and to answer that same question: what happens to energy when objects collide? And don't forget to include an example. This is time to showcase what you've learned. Show me what you know. And I know that by giving them the opportunity to show me what they know, hear ideas from their peers, they're able to make a lot more connections to the language than I ever could have thought. I would like to hear from 3 people who are brave to tell us their final thought of what happens to energy when objects collide. All right, Ari.
When objects collide, energy transfers.
Yeah, that's like the core of what we've been learning, right?
Yeah.
When objects collide, energy is transferred. Tell me, if this is A, and A is coming and hits B, who had the energy first? A. Who did it transfer their energy to? B. Nice. So I have a newcomer who I provided some extra support for. I gave him a sentence frame for his first quick write. He's able to use a sentence frame in our word bank to try to construct his ideas in a complete sentence. He was able to throw in vocabulary words, but they didn't quite make sense. After he had the opportunity to meet with 3 different peers, he was then able to go back and use that word bank to write his own sentence, showing that he did have comprehension of the concept we were learning. I know sometimes as teachers, we have a lot of things we have to do, and thinking of taking on new strategies can be really challenging. But when you take the time to learn a new skill and you see your students learning and growing like they never have before, it's worth all the extra work that we have to put into our teaching.